Have you ever yelled, shut down, or felt numb during a fight? You're not broken. Your nervous system is doing its job. In a state of fight, you're outside of your window of tolerance. You become aggressive, you get angry, you can even physically fight. It is important to know your fighting style during conflict. This will help de-escalate conversations or arguments quite quickly. So do you tend to fight, flee, or flight? Or do you freeze? Or do you become a people pleaser, otherwise known as fawning? In your fight state, you may become aggressive, angry, you may fight physically, you may shout, your body may be bigger and larger than life. I see aggression on a spectrum. It could also be on a very minute level. So you have to ask yourself, where does your aggression start? And how far does it go? Or are you somebody who runs away from a fight, who avoids and does not want to engage in a conversation that's a little bit heated or starting to become heated? This may also be indicative of your attachment style. Are you more on the preoccupied side of things, anxious side of things, or are you avoidant where you are running from conflict? You're more likely to be an anxious person if you are trying to resolve the conversation by being too quickly agreeable. So it's important to know for you what your fighting style is, the way you handle conflict. This helps you being able to resolve conflicts with a long-term partner, or if you're getting into a new relationship, that you're not being taken advantage of by somebody who can see that you are fawning and people pleasing. And to attract the right kinds of people in your life as well. Let's say at the beginning of your sort of dating and trying to figure out what the red flags are, it's important to know what the red flags are within yourself. And part of knowing that is looking at your fighting style or how you manage conflict within yourself before you get into a relationship. One way to know is to pay attention to you and your partner's fights, or even if you're not in a relationship, the way you're fighting with your family members or co-workers. For example, so your partner criticizes you, you lash out. You fight, you're shouting, you're telling them off, you are becoming defensive. Or you shut down, you freeze, you don't know what to say, your brain just shuts down. Or you over-apologize. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, that wasn't my fault, that wasn't my intention. Or you walk away from the situation. All of these are protective. They're not entirely intentional. However, they're up to you to decide what you want to do with them. If your conflicts are not being resolved in a timely manner or in a very efficient or effective way, then it's up to you to really look at, how can I change these? How can I retrain my brain in a way that I'm not seeing danger so I can communicate in my adult state? You can rewire or unlearn these behavior patterns, and that is your choice. That is a decision that you can make to begin to learn new ways of interacting.